Okay, so today I'm going to show you how to make this mermaid style tutu dress right here. It's perfect for Halloween or for any, like a birthday party or whatever, but it's super cute. So the material that you're going to need for the mermaid costume is you're going to need some tulle. These are from Hobby Lobby actually, because I just grabbed what I could to make this tutorial. But these are 40 yards each. They were 50% off. This is going to be for the main dress part, and then this tulle is I think it's 25 yards, which is going to be for the crisscross part. I wanted to get like a green crochet top, but I didn't have time to order one, so I just got a pink one at Hobby Lobby. So I'm going to do the coordinating colors of purple and pink to make like a girly kind of mermaid. You're also going to need some rhinestones. I got these like maybe 3 or 4 years ago, I think, from Hobby Lobby. It was like $15, but I used the 40% off, $16. And I still have rhinestones left. So I'm going to be using rhinestones as well. This is actually a lined crochet top. You can get them at thehairbowcompany.com or on eBay, or there's other websites as well, but where I usually get them is the Hairbow Company. But this one's from Hobby Lobby. It's $4.99, but I think when I got this one I used the 40% off. You're going to need a nice sharp pair of scissors, a lighter, a ruler, and I'm going to use some flowers. I'm just going to use the purple ones on here. You'll see what I'm going to use them for. You can use any kind of embellishment, any kind of flower, any kind of, if you don't want to use flower, you can use seashells, whatever you choose. But this is what I'm just going to do, just to like add a little something extra to the top. But of course you guys already saw that at the beginning of the video, but yeah. And I'm going to use one also for a hair bow as well. And you're also going to need some coordinating kind of ribbon. So I'm just using some dark purple satin ribbon, which is the easiest one to use for tutu dresses. So let's get started on this tutorial. Okay, so the first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to either like a paper towel roll or a mannequin. I have a mannequin right here. I got this one off of eBay, but most people are saying that to get them off of Amazon is a lot cheaper. But yeah, I got this one off of eBay years ago. It was like maybe 4 years ago. Like 3 or 4 years ago I got this. So yeah. But anyway, you can get them off of Amazon. And I just put the crochet top on the mannequin so that way I can start attaching the tulle. And what I'm going to do is I have a cardboard piece right here, which I'm going to be using to measure out my tulle. And I'll have a link down below to the tutorial on how to cut your tulle using the cardboard pieces, so it's so much quicker, so much easier. And I also have a size chart for the tutu dresses, like the long tutu dresses, so that way you guys can, you know, determine how long, what size the child is and how long you need to make the tutu. So let me go ahead and start cutting the tulle. But first what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to count the holes. So like each crochet top has a different amount of holes, so just because you buy a specific size crochet top, they don't all have the exact same amount of holes. They are all, you know, cut a little bit differently. So they might have 1 or 2 more or less holes each time, even if it's the same size top. So always count the holes down here, which will determine how many strips you're going to need. So count all the way around. And on this one, I'm actually only going to be doing 2 layers. I think I'm just going to be doing 2. I might do 3, but after I do 2, I'm going to see. Because last time I made this mermaid dress was maybe 3 years ago. I think about 2 or 3 years ago. So I don't remember if I did 2 layers or 3 layers. But I'm going to do 2 layers to see what it looks like. If not, we'll do 3. But it's up to you how many layers you want to do. I would do at least 2 or more. I would not just do 1 layer. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So go ahead and count your holes, and then you're going to cut your strips. Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and tie the strips on all the way around. I already cut all my strips for the first layer. They're all right here. So they're gonna be pretty long. This is a tutu dress. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna get each of your strips. You're gonna keep them 6 inches wide. You don't need to cut them in half to make them 3 inches if you don't want to. But what you do is you just fold it in half like that, and then you get to this end and you just kind of pinch it like this, and you're going to place it into one of the holes of the crochet top. What is it, mommy? Just like that, and you're going to pull it through the loop and then pull it. Don't pull it too tight, just tug it enough so that it is secure. And you're just going to keep doing that all the way around. This is the first layer. And I also got some hair ties and some rubber bands to hold. Once I do quite a few of them, I'm going to tie them together at the bottom. Just loosely tie them together at the bottom. That way they all don't just like bunch up and get in the way. What is it, mommy? So again, just fold it in half. And then tie it on. Just like that. I'm just going to keep doing that. Okay, so the first layer is done, and I have them all tied off just lightly. I didn't put them tight, just lightly with the rubber bands at the bottom. Let me see if I can show you. Yeah, just tied off lightly. And so now I'm going to do the second layer. So let me just go ahead and cut all my strips, and then I will do the second layer. Okay, so now I'm adding the strips that are going to be used for the crisscross part, like basically like the scales. So what I'm doing is that I'm making them at least, I'd say I'd say about 12 inches, probably 10 to 12 inches longer than the actual tool that I cut for this part. So it is probably about, let me see. Yeah, it's about 6 inches longer. It's about this much longer than the purple tool that I had added on here. So what I'm doing is, let me cut myself a strip here really quick, and then I'll show you what I'm doing. And then, so what I'm doing is that I'm spacing them like 5 spaces apart each. So let's see if I can zoom in so you guys can see. Okay, hopefully you guys can see. So anyway, I tied this one here, and then I counted five of these little squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then on the 6th one is where I'm going to, don't touch, buddy, tie this. So I'm just taking one of the ends, slipping it through, just like that. Flipping it all the way through until I get to the middle. Oops, sorry. And then I'm just basically just tying it like how you would tie your shoe. Just a simple knot like that. It doesn't have to be super tight. I wouldn't do it too tight. I would just do it nice and loose. So yeah, and that's basically, baby, back up, back up, back up. That's basically what I'm doing. I'm just cutting strips, and I'm doing them about 5 spaces apart each. You can do them closer, you can do them further apart. It's up to you, but I think the 5 spaces is good enough. Let's see, let's do this again. Okay, so now that you got them all tied on, you are going to get one piece from one and then one piece from another, just like this. And you are going to basically tie like you're tying a shoe again. But we're not going to go all the way up. We're going to just go up far enough to make like a V. And then we're going to tie a simple knot. Just like that. So, just like that. And then turn it, and hopefully you guys can see this. I'm sorry if you guys can't. So we tied it over here. So now you're going to grab the other piece from the one that we had grabbed earlier, and then one from the next one. And we are going to tie again. But try to make where this knot ends, make it even to this one. Make the V look the same. So that way it looks more even and professional. Just like that. So I don't know if you guys can tell, but yeah, but they're like even with each other. So let's continue, keep going. Get this one from here, and then one from over here. And there. So now the very first row is done, if you can see, all the way around. So now we're going to start on the next row. So the next row, let me move this down just a little bit. You're going to grab again one from here and one from here, just like this. And you're going to do the same thing. Tie the knot and then bring it up, but just far enough to make like a diamond shape. Like that. So that way it makes a diamond shape like this. And then just turn it and then grab one from here. Archer, Archer, stop making so much noise. Oh goodness, toddlers. Okay, you're gonna do the same thing. And again, this time you're gonna make this even with this. Okay, so I don't know if you guys can tell, but I'm already on my last row. I'm on the last one, so what I'm gonna do is, let's see, when I go to tie them, I'm going to pull it down, like tug it down, and tie a little bit tighter than I was on the other ones. So pull it down. Like this, and that way it starts to like tighten around here to kind of finish off the tail. Okay, so now what I usually like to do is I usually like to add an extra knot, and then you're just going to cut off the excess tulle like that. I'm going to do that all the way around. Okay, so now it looks like this. Let's see if I can show you. Ah, oopsies. Okay, I'm having camera difficulties right now. Okay, so this is what it looks like now. Looks like a little mermaid tutu. So now we're going to finish this top part, and then you can hot glue rhinestones, which is why I had the jar of rhinestones. You just get your hot glue gun, stick a little dot of glue on each of these points here, and just stick a little rhinestone if you choose to do the rhinestones, or any kind of embellishment that you choose. Just stick them like right on each of these knots. That way it just adds a little bling, or you know, whatever you choose. You can add rhinestone mesh, whatever you guys choose. Just be creative. So let's go ahead and let me show you how to finish off the top part. Okay, so I cut a little piece of 3/8 of an inch wide ribbon. It's about 2 inches long, and I also got one of those flowers, and I just pulled it off, took it apart, and I glued all the petals together, and then I just added a rhinestone right here on the center, and then a piece of felt here on the back. So yeah, that's basically what I did with that. I will make a tutorial on how I do these in a separate video, but it's just very simple. You just take the flower apart. When you pull it off, you can easily take the piece off the back, and then you can just take the petals apart, and then I just glued them all back together. That way they're secure and they don't come apart. So, and then of course the rhinestone added there as a little embellishment. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to place, hold on. Okay, first you want to heat seal the ends of your ribbon, just like that. And then right here at the top in the center, you're going to want to slip the ribbon through. I'm actually going to go down one because I need one up here to put the ribbon for the neck. So right there. And what you're going to do is you're going to add some glue on here, and you're going to glue the flower down, and you're going to glue these to the back of the flower. That way it is secure on the top. But first, before I do this, I'm going to put the neck strap, so that way you guys can see that, so the flower's not in the way. So let's go ahead and do that. So you're going to want to get your satin ribbon. I'm sorry, mamas. And you're gonna want to get, I'd say, about 4 feet. Okay. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna fold it in half. You're gonna match up the ends, and you're gonna fold it in half, and then you're going to slip it through right here on the center. You're gonna slip it through 2 of the holes, one from the bottom up, and then you're gonna open this up like this, slip it through like that, and tug it. It does not need to be like super tight, just tighten it so that this knot looks nice. If you want it tighter, you can do it tighter, but that's up to you. I personally like it to look a little more loose and not like such like a tight knot. So just do that, and then you just tie a bow behind the neck, and then of course you heat seal the ends. So right here, I'm just gonna tie a nice pretty bow back here. Like that, and then you're gonna cut and heat seal the ends. So I'm cutting the ends in a diagonal way. So I'm just going to cut them just like that, diagonal, and then you get your lighter, and of course you just heat seal the ends just like that, and then you go ahead and you glue your flower on. So let me go ahead and glue the flower on. Sorry, I'm gonna glue the flower on right now. Okay, so I attached it onto the tutu. So you can use any kind of flower, embellishment, whatever you choose. And then this one is just like another flower for the hair, just so that it goes along with the dress. But yeah, so this is how it came together. You can add ribbon around here if you choose. It's all up to you. But I just did it really simple and quick, just for the sake of the tutorial, because I get a lot of questions on how these knots were tied. That was the main question. So I didn't want to go like all out and make it very detailed. So you guys can be very creative with it if you guys choose. So yeah, this is the finished product. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and I'll see you for the next one.